Mike, get over here. Team captain for MBI. And I got you. All right. So, I gotta say, my man, that was an impressive show. You missed some hooks in the beginning on me. I was kind of scared. So,
whenever I pick Pudge, I hold it like this, hold it like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, whenever I pick Pudge, I am always pretty certain that I'm going to lose. So I just go in with the mentality that I'm a terrible Pudge and I'm just going in to have fun. And then I'm a lot less stressed when it comes to throwing the hooks, and it makes it a lot easier to actually hit them. So that's kind of how I went in.
Now I saw you miss a few hooks where the people weren't even moving. Well, how do you explain that?
Well, a lot of it has to do with just me being terrible at Pudge, to go back to it. So no, but really I missed a couple people that were standing still because a lot of them had TPs that I wasn't really expecting them to use. A lot of the time I was trying to expect them moving a little bit more than they were. Like more like this? Yeah, okay. That's better. But anyway, yeah, but aside from that, I mean, hi J-Man. Hi, stream. But anyway, I just had a great time tonight. So I just want to shout out to all the other teams who came out too. Because, I mean, yeah, props to all of them for coming out and playing. It's always a good time. I always love being out here. So, yeah, thank you for...
Oh, well, we're not done. I still got to ask you a few more questions. So we noticed the split push. Like, what do other teams need to do to master that as well as you guys have done that today? Because every game that we have watched from you guys has been absolute picture-perfect split push. How can other teams aspire to that?
Well, so part of it is that Shredder's an asshole. No, just kidding. No, but part of it is truly what it is it's an objective-based game, right? And the split push really doesn't come just from having heroes that split push, although a lot of our lineups happen to be very good at split push. The thing about the split push was just that it's about pressuring the enemy team into coming to the objectives, right? So when we were playing the Weaver game earlier, right, Weaver Invoker game, and we had our supports, the four of us just kind of put pressure on bottom. And every time we said, okay, we've made them come to us, right? We've accomplished the objective that they have to defend their tower, right? They didn't have, the issue was in drafting, they don't have lineups that can punish those kinds of plays. So for example, if they had had an Invoker who had a Blink Dagger and a Tornado, right, we'd be much less okay with pushing into their tower because we could easily be caught out, easily be destroyed for being so greedy with our strategy, right? We were all right up in their tier 2, and if they had been able to catch us, we probably would have lost in a 5v4 fight. And that's the disadvantage of split pushing, right, is that you don't have everybody with you. But if you don't have anyone who can punish anything, you don't have any initiation, which is a problem with a lot of the drafts, right? And that's just a draft issue, is that you don't have enough initiation. Right, if they had an Earthshaker, for example, who could have just stunned us, blocked us off, right? Those sorts of things would have made a split push a lot less. But a lot of the people here and a lot of the people who play Dota in general like wombo combo-y team fights, but they don't necessarily draft something that can stop them from, or stop the split push from happening, right? In order to master that sort of split push technique, you just have to think about the kinds of heroes that you're bringing up in the draft. And that really has a lot to do with what's going on with the split pushing and objective gaming, really.
Excellent. So, what do you think your hardest match today was?
It was the match right. I believe it was with the same team. No, it was with Satis Dauntless. It was with Satis Dauntless, and their Doom and their play was just so good in that last match before it was the winners bracket the winners bracket finals, and we were genuinely concerned that we were going to lose, and what was happening was Shredder kept telling me we need to not fight, because I'm not farmed enough yet to fight, right? Because the Naga, he was playing the Naga, and he didn't have his Radiance yet, and that was one of the big issues that we were having. Is I kept saying, let's just kill him, let's just go, and Shredder's like, no, be disciplined, right? Don't let your aggressive nature take over. Because I play exactly no greed, and I was playing very greedy and very aggressively, and we were getting punished for it in the team fights. And I think if they had grouped up and 5-manned a little bit earlier, I don't think we would have been able to recover from it, because that Doom got a really early mech, and I don't think that if they had capitalized on that, I think we probably would have lost. But the game was really great, and what saved us was the AA being able to just keep them off of our tower.
You know, one of the biggest things I want to say, how the hell do you win with a level 6 AA?
Her ulti's really good.
Yeah, like,
The ulti's really good.
yeah, I'm going to make sure to highlight that, but you just got to see, because the AA play, I mean, this guy was level 5 20 minutes in. How do you explain that? What was the biggest issue?
Yes. So part of the issue with being a support in a game like that is that when you're mid player, right? Because a lot of the time it kind of depends on the team, but the mid player usually dictates kind of how the mid game goes, because they're the most influential in the mid game, right? They have the most power in that sort of scenario, and so they usually make in-game calls to make certain actions. And so I'd be like, hey, let's fight this, right? And it took Shredder telling me repeatedly not to do that in order to avoid those, but I frequently told them to make bad fights. And when your supports, you have to trust your supports to do what you ask, right? Or else you're going to lose, right? So when I ask them, like, okay, we have to fight this, let's fight, right? And so Wonton, who's playing the AA, would valiantly turn around and fight and then die. And that was, so it's my bad that they were so under-leveled and under-farmed. As soon as you hit level 6, though, the AA has that remarkable ability to just, it's very much like Coddle, right? It's very much like having Keeper of the Light with that blast, but it's stronger because there's no healing inside of it, which is just insane. It's an insane ultimate. But she did a really good job, and we asked her, in order for us not to lose, we basically said, we need you to sit at the tier 4s and don't come out, right? Just sit at the tier 4s, don't come out, and throw ultis, and they're going to jump up on us, and they did. You saw the blink initiations up and in the middle of everything, and had she been on the front lines, she almost certainly would have died right away. She lost a lot of experience because she wasn't as involved in the fights, but she didn't die as often, and we had that ultimate when we really needed it, right? So that's really, even though they're under-leveled, supports can still be very powerful so long as they're positioned well. So positioning yourself, sorry, I'm pepeing into the mic, but positioning yourself well is really a key to being a great support player, and so Wonton did a really great job doing that. So that's, yeah.
Well, thank you for the interview post-game. Congratulations on your win. We're going to get some pictures in here after. I'm going to get the CNN